Do you really need 8 glasses of water a day? Have you ever been told to drink 8 glasses of water a day? It's a health mantra that many of us have heard so often that it seems like irrefutable advice. But how much truth is there to this claim? Do we really need 8 glasses daily, or is it just a myth that has been endlessly repeated without much thought? In this video, we'll explore the real science behind hydration, bust common myths, and provide practical advice for staying properly hydrated. No calculator required. By the end, you'll have all the knowledge you need to listen to your body and meet your unique water needs. Let's start with the origins of this familiar advice. The 8 glasses a day rule can be traced back to an outdated recommendation from the 1940s. It was suggested that adults need about 2.5 liters of fluid each day, including water from food. However, over time this nuanced advice was simplified and repeated so often that people began to believe it referred only to drinking plain water, and specifically 8 8-ounce glasses. The truth? This interpretation was never intended to be a hard and fast rule. Despite that, marketing campaigns, health books, and word of mouth spread this myth far and wide, making it common knowledge. So where does that leave us today? While simple rules like 8 glasses a day may seem practical, they don't account for individual differences. Everyone's water needs vary based on factors like their body size, activity level, age, health, and even the climate they live in. What works for some people may be far too much or too little for others. Think about it. Would an athlete training in hot weather need the same amount of water as someone sitting in an air-conditioned office all day? Of course not. Our individual needs are as unique as our lifestyles. To understand hydration, it's important to know why water is essential to the human body. Water plays a key role in regulating body temperature, supporting digestion and nutrient absorption, keeping joints lubricated, removing waste through urine and sweat. Since we lose water throughout the day, whether through sweating, urination, or even breathing, it's essential to replenish it. But does that mean gulping down glass after glass of water, or are there other ways to stay hydrated? Let's address some of the most persistent myths about hydration. Myth 1: coffee and tea dehydrate you. Many people avoid caffeinated beverages, fearing they'll lead to dehydration. However, research shows that the diuretic effect of caffeine is mild, and beverages like coffee and tea still contribute to your overall fluid intake. Myth 2: clear urine means you're perfectly hydrated. While clear urine can signify adequate hydration, it doesn't mean you need to push yourself to drink more water constantly. Slightly yellow urine is perfectly healthy and normal for most people. Myth 3: drinking lots of water improves skin health. You've likely heard claims that chugging water will give you glowing skin, but there's limited evidence to support this. Proper hydration contributes to overall health, but factors like diet, sleep, and skincare impact your skin much more than water consumption alone. One of the best indicators of your hydration needs is your body's natural thirst mechanism. Thirst is your body's way of saying, "Hey, I could use some water." But many people have been conditioned to ignore thirst signals, believing they need to drink water continuously, even when they're not thirsty. Unless you have a health condition that affects your thirst response, most people can trust their body to tell them when and how much to drink. Listening to this simple signal is often more reliable than following rigid hydration rules. Here's a fact that surprises many people. Not all your fluid needs have to come from plain water. You can also stay hydrated by consuming foods and beverages that contain water, including fruits and vegetables like watermelon, cucumbers, and oranges, soups, broths, and stews, milk, juice, coffee, and tea. In fact, about 20% of the average person's water intake comes from food. This means you're probably staying more hydrated than you realize, even if you're not drinking endless glasses of water. While it might seem like drinking as much water as possible is a good idea, there's such a thing as overhydration. Drinking excessive amounts of water in a short period can lead to a dangerous condition called water intoxication or hyponatremia. This occurs when the balance of electrolytes in your body is disrupted, potentially leading to symptoms like swelling, confusion, and in severe cases, even seizures. This doesn't mean you should fear drinking water. It simply highlights the importance of balance. Chugging water endlessly isn't healthier. Learning to meet your body's needs is. Hydration and energy are more closely linked than you might think. Mild dehydration can cause fatigue, trouble concentrating, and irritability. Even a small drop in your body's hydration levels can leave you feeling sluggish. On the bright side, staying adequately hydrated can improve mental clarity, mood, and overall well-being. Keeping a water bottle nearby as a gentle reminder can help you stay on top of your fluid intake naturally. Water needs aren't static, they change over time. For example, children and teenagers, growing bodies need plenty of hydration, especially if they're active in sports or play. Adults, water needs for adults depend largely on diet, activity levels, and even personal preferences. Older adults, seniors may have a reduced sense of thirst, which puts them at higher risk of dehydration. Drinking water regularly can support their overall health. Pregnant or breastfeeding women, water intake increases during these life stages to support both the mother and baby. Additionally, lifestyles play a big role. Active individuals, athletes, and people living in hot or humid climates will naturally need more water than those in cooler conditions with low activity levels. The main issue with the 8 glasses rule is its oversimplification. While it's easy to remember, it doesn't take into account the wide variety of factors that determine hydration needs, including physical activity, diet, and environment. For example, if you eat a lot of water-rich foods like fruits and vegetables, you'll likely need to drink less water. On the other hand, if you consume salty or processed foods, your body may require extra fluids to stay balanced. Life simply doesn't fit into one-size-fits-all advice, and neither does hydration. Because everyone's water needs are different, it's worth knowing the signs of dehydration so you can respond accordingly. Common symptoms include dry mouth and lips, headache or dizziness, fatigue or trouble concentrating, dark yellow urine. If you notice these signs, it's a good idea to increase your fluid intake. Little by little, your body will return to balance. If you're eating a healthy diet and paying attention to your thirst signals, chances are you don't need to stress about drinking a specific number of glasses every day. However, certain circumstances may require more deliberate hydration, such as during or after intense physical activity, when you're sick, especially with fever, vomiting, or diarrhea, in hot or extremely dry climates, when pregnant or breastfeeding. In these cases, being proactive about hydration makes sense. For everyone else, tuning in to your body is all that's really needed. Staying hydrated doesn't have to feel like a chore. Here are some simple, manageable tips to meet your fluid needs. Keep a water bottle nearby as a reminder to drink throughout the day. Eat water-rich foods like cucumbers, lettuce, watermelon, and oranges. Set an alarm or notification if you often forget to drink water during busy days. Choose beverages you enjoy. Hydration doesn't have to be plain water. Drink to thirst, especially during exercise or in hot weather. Hydration should feel natural, not forced. The goal is to make it a sustainable part of your routine. At the end of the day, the 8 glasses of water a day rule is more myth than fact. While water is essential for health, there's no universal number that works for everyone. Listening to your body, paying attention to thirst, and considering factors like your lifestyle, diet, and environment are far better ways to gauge your hydration needs. So, do you really need 8 glasses of water a day? For most people, the answer is no. Instead of stressing over arbitrary numbers, trust the signals your body is giving you. Hydration doesn't have to be complicated. Drink when you're thirsty, eat a balanced diet, and stay mindful of how you feel. Stay curious, stay hydrated, and remember, health advice is most powerful when it fits you. If you enjoyed this myth-busting deep dive, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more science-backed insights that keep learning fun and empowering.